It's a big battle against a very small enemy. Microorganisms are everywhere. You're covered in them right now, billions of them. Germaphobes are scooping up antibacterial products faster than cleaning companies can put them out. But do they work? And what's the real risk? CTV's Timothy Walker gets the dirt in part one of a series on germs.
Bacteria and viruses. There's no doubt anymore they are lurking everywhere. Planes.
Almost all the food trays you pulled down had large numbers of bacteria.
Trains.
Finding E. coli indicates there's likely fecal matter present.
And automobiles.
Mold was found on the infant car seat.
Oh, don't forget cell phones.
He has somewhere between 10 and 50 million bacteria on his phone.
Oh, and what about hospitals?
We have it in our hospitals.
Cruise ships.
We're throwing up like I thought I'm dying.
And my desk. Yes, that's right, my desk. To unravel fact from fiction, we're going to take a look at what you can't see and find out what it means.
Will fabric maintain the life of something the same as a hard surface?
And why do we care? Well, some things are harmless, some things are not. And it is now known about 1/3 of cancers are caused by infection. So being educated about real threats is important.
These are natural organisms. We're part of nature. As the environment changes, so do the organisms. And so what you really want to know or avoid is things that sort of favor the generation of a more virulent organism or a new organism.
Well, I'm truly hoping not to find any of that on my desk. I am aware it is a workstation shared by others, so microbiologist Jason Tetro gets to work. An area I rarely touch, my keyboard, the mouse, the phone, and a videotape box that has probably passed through hundreds of hands. And then the bottom of my purse.
Sometimes the hooks are missing in bathroom stalls, so there's nowhere to put your purse. You know, you put them on the floor, wear shoes, restaurant floors.
Turns out I managed to scare the microbiologist with my theory.
Do you ever put your backpack on like the kitchen counter when you get home, or?
Absolutely.
See, we're learning something.
Ooh.
Handbags everywhere.
So Jason takes the samples and heads back to his University of Ottawa lab, where he surprises me and tests my hands.
Just take my 3 fingers,
Yeah.
right about there.
Yeah.
It's apparently to see what I picked up while traveling from the newsroom to the university.
But the thing was, I touched that elevator button that you said
Well,
you thought about on a daily basis.
And the key to harm reduction is in your hands. In fact, it is your hands. Keep them away from your mouth and eyes.
The handshake we give each other, well, I'm not sure that's the best thing, because I hand you my organisms, you hand me your organisms. I sample them into my nose or my eye.
To see how things spread, look at this test of grocery cart handles, one of the dirtiest surfaces microbiologists have tested. Using a special light and a treated handle, it's not hard to see how fast germs could spread onto a child's face.
You're putting your broccoli right where the kid's butt was.
However, it isn't realistic to think about killing all of the microorganisms we carry.
A human body might have something like 10 trillion microorganisms on the surface of your body.
The growth industry of antibacterial products, however, is embracing the germaphobe generation, making things like tissues that claim to be antiviral.
Once you have blown your nose into it and thrown it into a garbage can, it'll continue to kill those viruses, but who really cares?
It's a matter of knowing your products, like not all hand sanitizers work on viruses.
Even the Canadian Pediatric Society has reviewed their recommendations and have now started to tell families with young children not to buy these antibacterial soaps.
And that's because plain old soap and water is just a good habit to start. Hand sanitizers can help when that's not available, but always choose one with a minimum 60% alcohol or ethanol. That will kill things like norovirus that can live for a month on something like an elevator button, handrail, or airplane.
In the time of the 1918 flu traveled at the speed of a boat. and that was a sailing ship. And so now it's you're jetting across the globe, and that happens every, in 12 hours you're in China.
That's why we're seeing more virulent viruses and bacteria. The human condition is changing.
HIV showed up on the screen, never seen before for about 30 years, and it's killed a lot of people and is going to kill a lot more. TB is coming back hard on some people.
And there was SARS.
I was concerned that this virus might have had the legs to keep going.
Hand washing is so key to stopping an outbreak of anything that many hospitals have launched campaigns to promote it, often greeting visitors with hand sanitizers at the front door. They are trying to stop recoveries delayed by infections and secondary illnesses like C. difficile. We left the Petri dishes for 7 days. Tomorrow on CTV News, come back with us and we're going to tell you what developed. We're also going to explain why what was found on my desk could be a problem if it was found in a hospital or a senior's residence. Kimothy Walker, CTV News.
Tonight, new daylight saving time concerns.